Before we get right into this Krunker.io video, make sure you follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/Javn. Hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Javn and welcome back to another Krunker.io video. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be making a different video than usual. I usually post new gameplays or high kill gameplays, but this is going to be a little different video and tutorial, and a very good tutorial. So today's video is going to be about why low FOVs is actually a lot better than high FOV, and how to get used to low FOVs if you're a high FOV player. So when I was playing ranks, I just saw someone, he asked me for, how to be good or something, and I said use low FOV like 90 to 85, and he said, why? So if you actually watched Frosty Wolves or, Feels Good Man's video, I recommend watching those two. They explain very good too. I said there is no warping at 90 FOV, and actually less warping, not zero, but less warping. At 85 FOV, there's a lot less warping than 90, but 85 FOV may give you a little disadvantage because it may make your sensitivity a little higher, which will result in, little worse aim than usual. But 90 FOV is like native, like it's the best FOV that you can use in Krunker. So the reason behind this is if you're using 140 FOV, which I used 140 FOV on my old videos, if you actually seen them, you would have said, why this guy's, screen is that big? It was because I used 140 FOV. I thought I was, going a lot faster with 140 FOV, but it was actually the same on other people's screens, which is very interesting. So the thing is, when you look that, like when if you're using 140 FOV, for example, and you were the fastest player in the game, but it's only on your screen, only on your HUD, only on your UI. On other people's screen, you were slow, so that's why I actually used show player movement, but then player movement speed. But then I actually lowered my FOV to play a lot better, and I lowered it down to 100 FOV when I switched to Brave Browser, and then I lowered it down to 90 FOV, which is the best FOV in Krunker right now. So the reason behind this is there is actually no warping, and your screen is a lot more closed than usual, so it's a lot better to aim, to slide hop, and a lot easier to tell, how far someone is, from you, for example. So I will show you some example things. So this new gameplay, as you can see, is actually with 90 FOV. The other thing is, with low FOV, you can you can see limited things and not that much like in high FOV. But with low FOV, there's no warping like 120 or 130, and players stay the same, their sizes stay the same. I mean by that is, if you're a high FOV player, you will most probably realize that. So for example, this is live gameplay right now, not pre-recorded. So the sound that you're hearing background is actually my keyboard. So sadly my microphone's quality is a little low, so sadly we have to get used to it until I buy a new one. So right now I'm using 90 FOV. If I turn this up to 130 FOV, look at the difference. Here you can see houses got a lot larger and I cannot even look at my screen. Okay, I can still get kills and slide hop, but the thing is, you cannot also control your movement with 130 FOV. So 130 FOV is too high. If I'm using 150 FOV, you cannot even understand how far your enemy is. And this is actually warping. As you can see, everything is warping right now, and even when I'm zoom hopping, this is like 120 FOV even when I zoom, so it's actually very disgusting. If you lower this down to 70 FOV, here you can see it looks a lot worse, but actually a lot better, because I can play a lot more constant. So if I'm using 90 FOV, my FOV, as you can see, you can basically tell that this is the best FOV that you can use, because there's actually no warping of any single walls, anything. So the sweat just joined to my lobby, and I'm only trying to explain the FOV. So here, let me just show you this, for example. So I hope nobody comes. So here, this is 60 FOV. This is actually a very good FOV if you're using, guns like the revolver, the AK, and if you don't just, rush to people's faces every single time. So I will slightly increase my FOV from 60 to a little higher. So this is 60 FOV as we said, right? I cannot see anything. This is 70 FOV. No warping still, and everything looks very constant and very great. If you increase this up to 80 FOV, I can feel that my movement is a lot better. And 80 FOV is like the second best FOV that you can use. Actually the best FOV, because it's low and not the lowest FOV, and close to 90 FOV. So at very low FOVs like 60 or 70, your sensitivity may look a lot higher, because of, your screen is going to be smaller and your monitoring size will be a lot smaller. And I'm getting destroyed by this graphics TV. So let me just enter an empty lobby. Let's just select my games, Sakura map, and let's just start the server. So this map is a good example to show it. So if you are looking at this tree, this pink tree here, you can which one? Okay, this box for example. So I'm at 80 FOV. There's no warping when I'm switching to my screen. If I increase this up to 90 FOV, look at this. This is 80. I see less. This is 60. I cannot even, it's very hard for me to see this box, and the sensitivity is high, so I recommend 90 or 80 FOV. This is 90 FOV, which is very great, and very great sensitivity and very great monitoring. And when you even zoom, it zooms, like you feel it, and it's not like very high. But if you increase this up to 120 FOV, which many pro players also use, and there are other players, you can see. So as you can see that this box is like a spaghetti right now. So it just, as you can see, it changes shape. It gets like long. As you can see, now it will get a lot wider. But if you zoom, it won't, because there is no warping at zooming. But still, you cannot always zoom hop. Like, for example, you cannot always zoom hop at these. You will get most probably bugged. So let's just return to our place again. So we're at the same place again. So if I increase this up to 130 FOV, let's say 140 FOV, my old FOV, here you can see everything looks like I'm in a freaking black hole. I am actually speed. Like, as you can see, I look very fast, but if I drop my FOV down to 90 FOV, my speed is that, and it's all the same. Like, you can try this ad with yourself too. You know, if you have, show movement speed on. I don't have it on anymore. And yeah. So if you increase up to 150, which no one actually should use, and you actually shouldn't use this. Like, you can maybe use this for, montages, like if you shoot someone with a sniper, but it's disgusting. Like, you cannot even see your, like, what is this? Right now, I'm looking at the ground, and this thing is like, it's not even a square anymore, it's a rectangle. And you can see, look at the containers. This is called warping. But if you have 60 FOV, there's no warping. Or if you have 90 FOV, there's no warping. So I hope you, understood the thing behind this, the high FOV and low FOV. And I hope you actually now use low FOVs. So the maximum FOV that you also should use is 100, not even 105. With 100 FOV, there's still a little warping here. You can see, as you can see the box. But if you get used to 100 FOV, you can later drop it down to 95 FOV. There's a little warping, as you can see on this box. And then when you get used to this, you can actually drop down to 90 FOV, which there's a lot less warping. So I hope this video teaches you something, and I hope you actually like this video. If you did, then make sure you like and just, I don't know, make sure you like and subscribe. Hopefully seeing you all, everybody, in my next video. Peace out and goodbye.
Like a Hellcat.